Don't worry, guys. MVP is here. I got this. I got this. Okay, no, I don't got this. I don't got this. Help!
Right, it seems like my mouse was acting up again, and I didn't record. Well, I clicked on recording, but it double clicked and it stopped recording at the same time. So you've missed, I think it's like a couple of hours in game, a few hours in game of what I did. So just a recap of what I said and did is I basically went to the market, bought a Caribbean timetable schedule thing. So we've unlocked some cities around that area and routes and stuff and so forth. And by purchasing that timetable / schedule kind of thing, we've had to invest in another luggage. So I bought everything in there, everything in the market, because one, I got a bit of money, and two, might as well use up all the resources and space. To me, it kind of makes sense, but that's pretty much the only thing that you missed. It wasn't much, so I thought I'd just give a little short recap. It seems like when going to the market, it seems like I have a couple of items that will fetch a good price in Baku. So if there's any way that we can get to Baku, that would be great. This will be in 2 days. No, that's not good. I don't mind going to this place. Okay, again, it's in 2 days now. Okay, let's go ahead. The Russian costume should yield results. No charge tomorrow. Oh, nice. Most generous. Let's go. Have we done it then? I believe we have. So if we just go back to Moscow and we stay for the night, then tomorrow when we wake up, we can go. Moscow was not a comfortable city for a Frenchman. A local composer had just written a piece people were calling the 1812 Overture, commemorating the Russian victory over Napoleon's invading Grand Army in that fateful year. Patriotic passions were at fever pitch, so I stayed very sensibly indoors. Alas, my friends, my solitude was quickly interrupted by a officious rap on the door. Two men in clothes so plain that they were most certainly police officers invited themselves in. The new Tsar was a paranoid sort, so it was said, but who could blame him? Having personally witnessed his father's assassination as a young man, my luck, it seemed, had deserted me, so I resolved to escape out the back door. I have always been quick in a pinch, and I was on a metal fire escape at the back of the building before the police had finished picking our lock. I had rather abandoned Monsieur Fogg to the policeman's mercy. When I returned an hour later, he seemed ashen-faced and particularly still, as if I had endured some terrible ordeal. Had they tormented him for information, or simply rifled mercilessly through our belongings? Oh crap! I left Monsieur Fogg there. Not like this. My relationship with him has deteriorated slightly. Talk about leaving him for dead. Your character is now well healed. Oh wells. Every man for himself, right guys? We can depart, so there's no time to arrive tomorrow. Arrive today. That's alright. Here in a day. That seems like a waste, so let's go here. Let's embark. The freight car has space. Yes, okay. Uncomfortable weather, but our Russian costume makes it quite comfortable, so it's not minus. Let's go. Allez, allez! Let's see what is in store for us. We took a freight train to Tsaritsyn, though the line was normally a spur of the majestic Trans-Siberian. The track was of much older constructions and hardly luxurious, let's say. It was quite an imposition for Monsieur Fogg, a fact which I rather relished, truth be told. Oh god, it went down. My master was used to being shielded from the harsh realities of daily life, but there was little that could be done to shield Monsieur Fogg from the rickety swaying carriage and whistling jaw. Relations with folk has deteriorated slightly. Oh, not good. We could agree with that. Let's converse. Let's find other routes. We want to head to Baku. Greeting, Monsieur Rivanov. I'm the quartermaster here. You are most strange luggage. No. Let's talk about this area. I'm very interested in Saritsyn. I could tell you about a time. Where's Baku? Let's talk. No, not Istanbul. Let's click on this. I don't know. Can you travel from Saritsyn to Krasnoyarsk? Who cares? But there's neither bank nor market in Krasnoyarsk. Man, I don't know how to pronounce these cities, so I do apologize if I butcher them. Duluth. It is quite easy to pronounce, so let's click on that. Is it possible to go from Saritsyn to Duluth? Time for me to be off, I think. Wow, so rude. I need to get to Baku. Oh, Norilsk is below. By the end of the day, Monsieur Fogg was feeling almost sorry for himself. Oh, by the end of the day, I could take no more. Okay, let's click on that. It was always, or perhaps slightly motion sick from his insistent study of the newspaper. Okay. Here we go. The can of engine oil could earn us well here. Oh, yes, I calculated. Oh, sort of 360, I guess. We need to buy this because we can sell this now. Not sure what shaving kit. Part of the valley. I mean, that would be common handy because that will, reduce the or increase the confidence. Engineers, I'm not sure about that. Englishman wardrobe set. Oh, we sold everything that's English. Oh dear. It's free. Wait, is that per day or 3 out of 40 days? What's that mean? Is it worth? I don't know. Let's buy it. Can we sell anything for good here? Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's go. New routes discovered, because that's the American thing that we did. So we did the Caribbean earlier, which I sold just now. Oh, where in America should I visit? Oh dear, we want to go to Baku. There's no routes yet, so that means we have to explore. So let's stay the night, and then we shall explore, find new routes, I guess. Though at first glance the river seemed to nourish the port of Saritsyn, in truth its wealth and industry found in source in oil from Baku. A vast riveted iron storage tanks were everywhere, powering combustion engines, automobiles and industrial machines alike. I wandered the city, marvelling at the warehouse and machine shops, all of which bore the copper lily seal of the Artificer Guild. The guild runs on Russian oil, Ottoman gold and Chinese secret, or so say the oft repeated proverb. I was sufficiently exhausted by our heady journey to be nothing but pleased at the chance to while away some hours in Saritsyn. We have to explore. We need to find routes for Baku. I got so many stuff for Baku. I took a few hours to explore, investigating the various options for how we might continue our journey. Huh? What? We have to stay another night? Rise tomorrow. We're gonna have to go here, I guess. Darn it! Maybe we can go down. I don't want to stay too long here. Don't want to waste another day, to be honest, so let's go. Wait. How do I? Oh, just depart, so I just click on, I guess I'll stay over the night and then click on depart, I guess. Before retiring, I ran a few errands for the hotelier, earning £85 in fees and tips. Yes, we made some money, guys. Your funds have gone up somewhat. Okay, let's depart. Embark. Let's go. With full health. From Saritsyn to Astrakhan on the border of the Caspian Sea was a short distance, but the train managed to make a great deal of work out of it. huffing its way along the banks of the Volga. News and conference, let's talk. What is your wish, Master Passepartout? Journey. How will we cross the Pacific, Monsieur? There are many options, but which one we would choose would decide our route across the Americas. What have you learned about Astrakhan? Astrakhan is right on the edge of the Caspian Sea. Did you discover anything in the paper about Tehran? For instance, some buyers will pay well for fur coats from Tehran. Very good. Yeah, so I want to go to Baku. I was getting itchy feet from our sluggish speed. Yeah, I'm asking for directions. I found a train guard to ask about our destinations, but he shrugged. Filled with all sorts of people, he declared. His expressions turned sour. Not truly Russian at all. We arrived in the mid-afternoon and went to explore this new town. My relationship with Monsieur Fogg has improved slightly. Pog? The Stefan hat could earn us well here. Okay. Guess we... Wait, was this American wardrobe? Oh, I could have put the other thing for American wardrobe. Because then traveling across America... No, it was the English stuff. It was the English wardrobe. Freaking forgot. I think that's towards the far east of Russia. So there's not where I want to go. Kabul. Alright, let's get that. Oh, there's no space though. Okay, we're not going to get anything. Hotel, I guess, because we need to explore, because we've got no routes. The city of Astrakhan sits on the tiptoe of Russian Bear, where the Volga River empties into the Caspian Sea. I went to investigate the river, wondering what transport across the water might be found. No, that's not where I want to go, because Baku is below. I don't want to cross the river. I should have done that. I went to investigate the river, wondering what transport across the water might be found, but took one step too far and sank down to my knees in thick black river mud. I toppled off my back, not from clumsiness, but reasoning that by spreading my body weight it would reduce the depth to which I might sink, and so there I lay like a water boatman on the surface of a pond, covered in thick mud. I crawled back to the shore, though crawled makes it sound far more dignified than it was, alas. Escape, but I left my jacket ruined. Blackened with more mud down my trousers and legs, I looked as though I had lain down in the path of a new-fangled Tamarkadamin machine. I returned to Monsieur Fogg, looked half dead. His expression, I believe, flickered a moment, but he said not a word, not then, and not even when Astrakhan was far behind us. Oh man. Deterioration. Our relationship deteriorated. We need to explore. We need to find Baku. Yes, yes, Baku. Yes, it is across the river. Okay, we're right. Luckily, got Baku then Tehran then, I guess. I spent a few hours in explorations, learning ways in which we might travel onwards. Yes, we shall plan. Baku, 300. Oh, we can't negotiate. Okay, let's go. We'll go to Baku. No choice. 1 day 19, so we're fine. Day wise, I believe we're fine. So let's stay over here. We'll pass the night here. We took a room and settled in, and I searched and let's make some money. I spent a few hours polishing shoes in the lobby. £107. Your funds has gone up by a fair amount. That's okay. I mean, like, we're gonna... See, it cost 300. We made £107, so it didn't cost as much. Oh, that's high extra space. Let's go. So we're gonna get -5 in terms of confidence. It's okay. It's okay. Not the end of the world. Bit costly, but we just got about under £1,000 left. The hydrofoil across the Caspian Sea was a small affair run by one Alexander Sedlov, a keener and more enthusiastic amateur sailor than I have ever encountered. "And this is your ship?" I asked, as we boarded and stowed the luggage away. He patted the side rail of the craft, which wobbled. "An ex-military vessel my cousin acquired," he replied proudly. "I used to be a clerk, but the lure of the waves took me by the throat and never let go." he demonstrated with one hand around my neck. Now, this is all I do. Never set foot on dry land, sea legs are my only legs. Let's look at his legs, Kappa Pride. I looked at his legs but saw nothing unusual about them. Then he threw the switch on the engine and we hurled across the river. Literally hurled, as though standing aboard a spinning discus as it leaves the athlete's hand. Let's talk then, I guess. Greetings, Captain Sudloff. Hold on tight now. Let's talk about Baku to terrain. One can also travel this way to terrain, I understand. On the subject of boats, I heard one can travel by fishing boat from San Pedro to San Francisco, but the journey is a tiring one. Do you want to go to Baghdad? Yeah, let's go to Baghdad. We could talk about San Francisco. Yes, and go to TwitchCon. Yes. Yeah, let's do that then. I was going to talk about Baghdad, but let's talk about San Francisco. What more can you tell me about San Francisco? Also, did you know buyers in Panama City will pay extremely well for revolvers from San Francisco? Okay, let's go here. Where do we want to talk about? Let's talk about Salt Lake City. The route from San Francisco to Salt Lake City is timetabled. Did you know some buyers will pay well for Ushanka hats from Salt Lake City? We got one! We got a Ushanka hat. Yeah, boy, we're going to Salt Lake City. Definitely. Definitely. Let's talk about Albuquerque. Can you travel from Salt Lake City to Albuquerque? I believe so. Is that how you even pronounce it? Albuquerque can be reached from Salt Lake City by the rail car. Okay, we found more routes now. San Francisco to San Pedro, Salt Lake City to Albuquerque. Oh yeah, we're thinking ahead, guys. 2 steps ahead. We smart. The hydrophone's wide motions did not slow. I put my trust in Monsieur Sedlov. He's Russian, he knows what he's doing. As best as I could, following Monsieur Fogg's plastic example, and we waited out a most grueling day. In the suspension, Sedlov admitted finally, I think it's a little loose. Oh. Monka S. I guess that's why that's causing the discomfort. Oh no, I was scratching back on my neck. I couldn't click on Converse. Okay, whatever. By the second day, the broken suspension was all I could think about. None of us had enjoyed any sleep, and while Alexander kept his spirits alive with vodka-laced coffee, myself and Monsieur Fox were at our wits' end. I tried to control the vessel. Now let's try to sleep. I tried to sleep, but obviously could not. After several hours, we came with sights of Baku, and we raised a ragged cheer. Yay! As though we had survived the shipwreck. We put into land, and all but ran for our lives. Davai! I'm in roaring health, but we must make haste. Oh crap! It's gone down to 83! Okay, that's not good. Oh, Dominoes. I want Dominoes. Okay, what would sell well in Baku? Let's check now. It was worth 1,300. That's it here. Tehran. So we're saying that in Tehran. So that Ushanka hat, that's what we're going to sell in Salt Lake City. Which one was it here then? Let's sell that, we don't need that. It was this one, right? Or valuable here in Tehran. Let's sell it here then. Let's move all the stuff here so we reduced our luggage thing. How do you... So, I guess we can buy Domino's Gold Fit, but we won't take the peppermint tablet. Okay, wow, we've got over 3k now, from 1 grand to 3k. Seems like you made an excellent trade. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So, we're gonna go to Tehran. And then, should we go to Middle East? Like Saudi Arabia or whatever? Or should we go to India? Since we're going around the world, we need to make more east, I guess. So I guess going to India. India is fine, so yeah, so we need to go to Kabul then. So let's go to Tehran. Some buyers will pay well for the coats from Tehran. Okay, fur coats, yes. We have a fur coat. Okay, nice. We sell that in Tehran. Oops. And then we try and make our way to India. Okay, it's decided. I've decided. Okay, cool. Let's hotel. Pass the night. Baku is a city founded upon oil. In the shadow of the Ramana Tower, we watched a line of peasants operating a hand pump, extracting oil seemingly from the ground itself. I half expected them to drink it, but of course they did not. Instead, the oil was taken home to lighthouses and stove and run the machines' everyday life. I asked a passer-by why they queued. The first patch of our lands has been sold off, she answered gloomily. We stockpiled before it became illegal to take from the oil well. As I walked away from the oil well, I felt curiously sticky, and later that evening I found a dark shimmering tear in the corner of my eye. Oil spreads everywhere in Baku. Relationship with fog has improved slightly, that's okay, but really 87 is quite low. Oh, so it's another -3, okay. I'm gonna talk to fog this time. No, I need to find other routes though. I don't know what to do. We're day 22 out of 80, so about a quarter of the way, just over a quarter of the way. Getting back onto that hydrofoil was one of the hardest things I have done on this journey. Every bone in my body demanded relief. I'm saving up for some adjustments, said Love admitted. They're not cheap. If I pay, maybe it's be more comfortable. Let's do that. I offered to pay for them to at least spare the next crew to have the misfortune to sail with him, but he would not hear it. Monsieur Fogg and I huddled down edge of the boat. Oh no! Get on the edge of the boat only to be thrown around like shot in a sling. I had a dubious honour of being the first to lose my lunch into the water, but Monsieur Fogg was quick to follow suit. Okay, we need to groom him. I could not wish for a superior valet. Maybe I should have found routes. I don't know. Maybe that was a mistake. I don't know. After 6 hours of tortures aboard the dread hydrofoil, there followed 5 hours more. By the end of which I think there were parts of my body that had seen no blood flow all day. Finally, Captain Sludlove sighted land. Tehran, he declared. Do not worry, my friends. You will find it most comfortable place to be. I am glad to hear it, I answered. Sedlov nodded. I am not convinced he really understood English at all. I fancy he spoke it like a parrot. We disembarked and he held out his hand for a tip. Damn it, I hit him. No, let's tip him. And then we were away. All unsatisfied, we staggered away into town. Okay, we made it. Some of our possessions could be sold handsomely here, yes, but we would take the night here first. And I guess on that bombshell, guys, I'm gonna end it for this session here in 80 days. So we went from Moscow to Tehran. Didn't really travel that far, but hopefully the next session and so on will make great progress, and hopefully we can do it within 80 days and within our budget, but we shall see, fingers crossed. Once again, guys, wherever you guys are, take care, be well, be safe.